And I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I did it, when I didn't. There's no way. I got a wife and kids out there. You think as much as I love my children, you think I'm going to jeopardize my children in my life by going and hurting Dick?
Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crime Circus. My name's the Drip Keeper. Special thank you to TF. Tonight I present to you the Halloween Hammer horror story. A 41-year-old man named Jeff was brought in for questioning for the hammer death of a 78-year-old senior citizen named Dick. That's right, Dick was beat with a hammer and he died. We're going to listen to his interrogation from 2002 together and see what he has to say for himself. There's a lot of websites that say he's an innocent man. His family maintains his innocence and he maintains his innocence. So let's see. Is this a cold-blooded psychopathic killer? Or an innocent man who's rotting away in a cage for a crime that somebody else committed? Let's see what Jeff has to say for himself.
When you ran out and you had to go back, because when I saw you that Wednesday, you said you haven't had any oxy. And now you're telling me today, yeah, you probably did. That's only 10 days later. You're doing, that's 9 a day of an average that you may have had some that day. But that day you told me you didn't have any.
I didn't.
When you're walking down the street.
Because I remember I had to drink a beer. I had to drink a beer that day because that's where I was going across the street to get another beer.
You were walking home when I saw you.
I was going right to the Circle K.
No, you weren't. You walked away from Bubba, and you'd walked several hundred yards.
No, I was coming across the street.
I was down the road a quarter of a mile.
You were right across the street by the Circle K.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, you were.
I was in a parking lot.
Right by the Circle K.
And I saw you walk, and here you come, Bob.
We can go by a road
your brand new white tennis shoes, and you finally walked up to me. I said, "Hey, Jeff, how you doing?" Remember? It wasn't at the Circle K.
It wasn't at the Circle K. It was the building
next
to the
Circle K. You were walking home. You told me where you were going. You were lying to me then, too, or you just don't remember?
Here's the Circle K. Here's where you guys were. I was walking across the street, and all of a sudden you go, Jeff Abramowski. I look up, and you go, can you come here for a minute? And then I bebop towards your car.
You walked
I would show you the parking lot.
We'll go by and look at it. You walked a quarter of a mile before you got there.
Okay, we'll go over there. You take me over there, and I'll show you exactly where
I know exactly where I picked you up at. It's all documented. It is ridiculous. You see, that's just an example that you're just not thinking straight.
I am thinking straight. I know what I do.
You're damn sure about Saturday, but you can't tell me Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm damn sure about Saturday because that's the only day you're drilling me on. I'm sitting here running Saturday through my head. What did I do? What did I do Saturday? That's exactly what I'm doing. Because Saturday was pretty cut and dry. I was at the house. He picked me up and went to the mall. That was it.
He said you never went to the mall. You know where he said you went? Walmart.
Walmart?
How do you get the mall at a Walmart?
You show me where Walmart sells that kind of knife.
They don't.
That's right. Think about it. I can take you over to that mall. If you find the right mall we went to, I can show you the knife in the case. Well, they probably replaced it. It did happen on Saturday. That's the day we went to the mall.
Where do you get the money for that?
I know for a fact I worked over at A1 Auto Tops. I made some money there.
How much money do you make there? You work, what, 1 day, 2 days?
I worked a couple times for him.
Okay, and how much you make a day?
I don't know, $50 to $80 to $100 a day, depending on what I do.
And you got a $400 to $500 bill every time you go to the doctor to get OxyContin.
I told you.
And that's several doctors. That's several different pharmacies. You're running around. You're pharmacy shopping. You're doctor hopping, man. And you know who's paying the bill? Who's driving you around? Dick.
Dick drove me around, and he paid for a few of them. Yes, he did. I admitted to that. If I was hiding anything, I'd have said, no, Dick has never paid anything. I'm admitting to that.
You're riding with Dick all over town, all over Central Florida, getting OxyContin. You tell me he rips you off that one day. And you know what? Today's account is different from what you told me Wednesday. You said that he had a struggle with a woman in the pharmacy about grabbing the bag.
That's right, he did.
Okay? And today it's just that he put the prescriptions on the floorboard.
Well, I didn't go through the whole detail of the day. You could go over to that Eckert's, it was Eckert's. You could go over to that Eckert's and even ask the woman that works there if Dick went for that bag. He did.
Was the Oxy in the bag?
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? The 22nd I talked to you, you said the oxy wasn't in the bag. Your story was that was Percocet, that you left the script in the truck, and that when
I had a prescription of something.
And then when you did confront Dick about it, where's my oxy? I need it. He said that he ripped the thing up. So you can't even keep your lies straight.
No. That was a while ago, but I know I had a bag of pills coming over the car. I can't account for
oxy, how was it? You're saying you're sure today it was? You're sure about Saturday?
It was pills. It cut and dry, it was pills. If it was oxys, if it was Percocet, if it was Xanax, I don't know. It was pills. Gary, I mean, it's almost impossible for me to keep.
It's almost. But you know what? It's not impossible. I know what happened. You know what happened.
You believe what you want to believe, and I know what happened.
I want to do what's right here. You should. If you believe in God, you should be wanting to do what's right. You need to.
I am doing what's right, Gary. Think about it, for God's sake. This is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous, man. Sitting here blaming me for this crap. Jeez. This is ridiculous, man. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Sit there and tell me I was at that place. That's ridiculous, man. They tell me I'd kill him, man. That's fucking insane. Unbelievable. This is ridiculous, man. Want me to confess to something I didn't even do? That's fucking insane, man. There a guy sits there and kills a guy and then goes puts himself in jail? That's fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck Chris is talking about. This is ridiculous, man.
This is a very brief interruption to your regularly scheduled programming. I'd like to tell you about 1090creations.com, and yes, there's dashes in between the words. There's a link on the screen right now, and there's a link down below as well. These are custom handcrafted laser-etched wood pieces created by a circus family member for circus family members. And for a limited time only, you can use promo code CircusFam for 15% off.
Listen, I got people going out bringing Dawn, and we're gonna revisit with Dawn, revisit with Chris.
Okay.
Okay, like I told you, I already been with Bubba 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bring everybody in and just go down specifically one more time, because we've done it 2 or 3 times. We're just gonna keep doing it till we get the truth. Chris is adamant that.
That's insane. I don't know why Chris would tell you that. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
You know, if it was just Chris, I might be inclined to agree with you. But it's just not Chris. You got a woman there, okay? A good woman who's there, but he is clear-headed, clear-minded. She saw, we do photo ops. You're familiar with those, right?
Sure.
Pictures, and she says, there he is. And then that day when I drove you by there, and you got out of the car, man, she's sure. You cannot dispute that. This woman doesn't get it wrong. This woman saw you.
Gary, between me and you, I was not there on Saturday because I know for a fact that we went to the mall and I spent the day at the house in the morning. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I did. It doesn't make sense why Chris would even say that.
Well, I don't care. Saturday, Sunday, Friday.
Obviously, you care about Saturday because you keep drilling me on
I
Saturday.
do, because that's when everybody says that you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Okay? But let's forget about the Saturday, the mall, whatever day that Dick died, whatever day it was. If it was Friday night late, if it was Saturday night late, which actually is Sunday morning, whatever time, if it was in the afternoon, whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is he's dead. What matters is you were seen there. You're saying that you weren't there. What matters is there's hair and there's fingernail clippings. We go through a whole process in death investigations. There are so many things that are done.
I would imagine.
Okay, if you ever watch that forensic file on TV,
sometimes it's fun.
Okay, they cut your fingernails off. So many things are done. They scrape, they do, if it's a woman, they do rape kits, they do swabbings, they take blood, they take fluids, they take your hair, they do so many things. And the big problem with that, the big problem for you is that your DNA, okay, is there.
Well, I don't know how it got there, if it's even there. I can't believe it's there because I wasn't there. I just can't believe it's there.
It's there.
Well, I don't know if it's there. I don't know how it got there.
Jeff.
All I know is I wasn't there. And Dick has never pulled my hair ever since I've known Dick.
You don't necessarily have to pull your hair. During the struggle, somehow he grabbed your hair.
He would have had to have grabbed me by the hair.
Somehow.
You know.
Dick has never grabbed me by the hair ever in his life.
Your guys
During the struggle, somehow he grabbed your hair.
Your guys are run up against each other. Like I said, your DNA's here today. I'll tell you the best source of DNA is right there in that cup. DNA is not that difficult, okay? But it makes a reasonable person look at it and say, wow.
I didn't hurt
that person was there.
I don't know what I'm going to have to tell you guys to convince
Well,
you.
You know what? I think that
all I know is what my story is.
Dick wasn't dead when you left.
Dick was alive on the 13th when I saw him, and that's the last time I saw him.
And after that, the last time you saw Dick, he was alive, but Dick died as a result of you.
Dick obviously died sometime.
Were you over there with somebody else?
I wasn't at Dick's house that weekend. The only time I saw Dick, the last time I saw Dick was at that pharmacy and at that 7-Eleven. That's the last time I saw Dick. And that's the truth.
What's a reasonable person going to think?
A
person that looks back, doesn't know you, me, the chemist, all the witnesses, Don, Chris, Bubba, people that don't know any of us, any of all this, but they just listen to what the facts are. And I've told you what the facts are. What's a reasonable person going to think? You know what they're going to think now? With your adamant denial, you know what they're going to think? You're a cold-blooded son of a gun, man.
I am not a cold-blooded son of a gun.
That's what they're going to think.
Ask everybody that knows me. I'm a nice guy. I don't sit there and get mad. I have no reason to get mad.
I understand that. But that's what an ordinary person is going to think that doesn't know you, that it hasn't had the opportunity to talk to all these people that we have. A person on the jury who hasn't had that opportunity to talk to all your friends and acquaintances, who doesn't know you, that's the opinion they're going to have.
Say he's one
cold-blooded killer.
I am not a cold-blooded killer.
I don't think you are either, Jeff.
I'm not. I don't kill people. I've never killed anybody.
Other than Dick.
No.
I don't think Dick was intended. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you did intend to kill. I think you know there shit happened, and he died. And he died. What are you guilty of?
I'm not guilty of anything.
We're all guilty of things. What are you guilty of in Dick's telling the hair?
In Dick's whole life? Since I've known Dick? The only thing I've ever done wrong with Dick is I gave him a couple pills when he would sometimes fill my prescription. That's it.
Yeah. And you're guilty of...
Because he would ask me for him. He says, well, if you need, do you need some money to go to the doctor? I go, yeah, can you loan it to me? And then he'd go, and he kind of like extort me out, and he'd go, well, why don't you just tell me a couple pills? I go, all right.
Leading to his death, what are you guilty of?
Leading to his death?
Yeah. What caused him to die?
I don't know. Think about it. I don't know.
I am thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for 3 months. Since the first time your name came across, I've been thinking about you and what the connection is. And you weren't our first guy. You know who our first guy was? Bruce. Bruce has beat him up. Everybody knows Bruce has beat him up. But you know what? We cleared Bruce. Bruce didn't do it. And that's the guy...
Well, if Bruce didn't do it, I don't know who did.
Well, we know who did.
Who?
You did it.
No, I did not.
Jeff.
You're not going to sit there and make me confess anything I didn't do.
Dropped off by Chris in his car and you heard his words. Was that Chris's voice?
It sounded like him, yeah, but I don't know why Chris would say that unless Chris has something to hide about. So, how do you know Chris didn't go over there and have somebody hurt Dick and then come by and pick me up and try to implicate me? Think about it. I didn't do nothing. If Chris
don't even know Dick.
If Chris
doesn't know Dick.
Dad, I don't know. I don't know if Chris knows Dick or not. I don't know who Chris knows because I really don't know Chris.
Chris doesn't know Dick.
And why would I take a guy? It doesn't make sense. Why would I take a guy that I hardly even know from Adam's house cat and take him over there and kill somebody? It doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm saying you didn't take him with you.
That's right. Think about it.
But
I don't think you went there and killed Dick. Go over there.
I did not go over there to kill Dick. I did not even go over there Saturday.
You were there.
You didn't go there to kill him, but it happened.
You were there.
No.
Did it happen Sunday morning early? When did it happen?
I don't know when it happened. I haven't a clue.
Could have been Saturday night.
I don't know when it
Could have
happened.
been the early morning. It's that window. But boy, Saturday's the day that you have a problem with because everybody says
You were there.
you were there and that you didn't do what you're saying you did.
I didn't go over to Dick's house Saturday. No way. No way. This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
It is. You guys are sitting there drilling me on it. I didn't do it.
How could it be ridiculous?
I didn't do it.
We have all the evidence.
Think about it. I didn't do it. And I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I did it when I didn't. There's no way. I got a wife and kids out there. You think as much as I love my children, you think I'm going to jeopardize my children in my life by going and hurting Dick?
You got a wife who doesn't want to have anything to do with you.
She's mad at me.
Who has an injunction against you. It's more than being mad, buddy. It's being over. She's over you.
Oh, I know that.
Okay? She's got a new guy living there.
I know that.
Okay? She's done with you.
I know that.
And you got all
The only thing
this
important in my life is my children.
What do you mean? Think about it. Who's got your children?
She does.
And how likely or successful are you going to be in being in their life the way that you want to be?
Well, sitting there being pushed out of the house and having to flounder around, yeah, it's tough.
It ain't going to happen. Your world, buddy, is on a collision course, is a 747 out of control into the earth. That's your life. That's your life on the 13th. I can understand it. We've been around long enough. We've talked with people. Man, I'm a people person. That's all I do all day is talk with people and talk about problems. I understand you've got problems. You've got problems. You've been sober. You know why? Because you're trying to get away from it. And I admire you for that. You quit cold turkey. You've done whatever you can do except going back a few times. You're in jail now, so you have no choice. But
I do have a choice. I went to jail to clear my VOPs and get out of my life.
And to clear your head and to get straight.
That's right. I wanted to go ahead and get these VOPs behind me.
This is drug therapy for you, buddy. This is a perfect opportunity for you to try to get your life together. Good for you. But the 13th, the week of the 13th, that Friday, that Saturday, that Sunday, whenever all this crap happened, and I don't know the exact minute of the day. I can't tell you exactly when Dick died because I wasn't there. And you weren't there either probably when he died, unless you hung around and watched the poor man suffer. I don't know. But you know what? Your life is at 747, headed to earth. You're about to crash and burn. And you know what? Being desperate, anything can happen.
No,
and, you know,
I detoxed myself and got myself straight.
You weren't detoxed when Dick died.
I was what?
You weren't straight when Dick died.
I had my own
You're
pills.
popping 9, 10 pills a day.
I had my own pills. Why would I go over there and want Dick's pills?
You know why? Because your life sucks. That's why.
My life doesn't suck.
At that point, it did, Jeff. You know it did.
The only thing that was upsetting me was my wife and children and not being able to see my kids. That's it. Drug addiction, no.
But you're out of control with it. You were out of control on the drugs.
I've been out of control for years. And have I heard anybody since then? No.
You've hurt your wife, your marriage, your
Oh, that I
kids,
did, yeah.
your career, your livelihood. Have you heard anything? You've heard everything because of drugs.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go kill somebody over it.
Well, I don't think you intended. Maybe you did. I don't think you did.
No, I did not kill anybody.
Well,
Not anybody.
there was an altercation between you and Dick, and he died as a result. That's the bottom line. Why it happened, I don't know.
I did not
That's why
hurt
we're
Dick.
asking you.
I did not hurt Dick.
But the last 13, 14 years of your life has pretty much sucked.
Well, it really hasn't, because due to the fact that I raised my children, I had a good life with them, I did everything with my son and daughter. You ask me
How long have you been out of the house?
A couple of months.
That's a minute. It's been 3 months since he's been dead. You were out of the house then, hadn't been a couple of months.
No, because I was in jail and I sat there and I came back to the house. I was probably out of the house about
You haven't been in the house
March,
since
maybe?
I talked to you. Since
February or
May.
March.
Let me tell you something. That's not a couple of months ago.
Well, some months ago. It wasn't a year ago. It was just a couple of months ago. I mean, a couple. I'm not saying 2 months. It's been several months.
Months without your children, without your wife, and all that's gone to pot.
We talked
Because
about
your wife's got an injection.
I know that. Why do you think I quit? Because I tried to better myself. I want to be able to go see my children and my wife go, wow, he straightened up. That's why I quit drugs. That's why I
But
quit.
it wasn't until sometime after Dick's death that you decided that. Maybe that was the deciding factor.
What?
Dick's death.
No.
Maybe that's why you decided to quit.
I quit because I wanted to see my children.
Maybe you quit because you were tired of your lifestyle and what it had made you and what it had done to you.
If I was so out of control, my life sucked, don't you think I'd be using drugs on a daily basis? Don't you think I wouldn't have
on a daily basis? You were using it on an hourly basis.
Don't you sit there and think that I wouldn't have turned myself in, that I'd have fled it? Think about it. I got nothing to hide.
Hey, you know what, Jeff? You hit bottom. Dick's death was you.
That's your
hit
bottom.
the bottom, buddy. You hit the bottom and you're bouncing up.
No.
You're bounced
I
up.
quit.
You're doing the right things now. But you know what? The aftermath of Dick's death is probably the best thing that ever happened to you. You're cleaning up.
It's the best thing that ever happened to me. Dick
Post
dying?
Dick's death, you've gotten your shit together. You turned yourself in. You're in jail where you know that you can't get the Oxycontin. Okay?
That is not why I turned myself in. I went to the VA, right? The reason I turned myself in is I knew I had to. I got my surgery done. I wanted to heal up. I healed up. I was at the VA place, and I was well enough that I could sit there and function again. Because, I mean, cutting stomach muscles is tough to get over. I went over there, and Dave pulled a criminal background on me, and he was going like, wow, you got a lot of job things. And I saw, oh, there's a warrant out for me. And I even told Dave, I said, Dave, I know I can see my warrant under there. I need to go turn myself in and get that straightened out because I don't want to
This
look
is
over
the
my
guy
shoulder.
the VA pulls up your criminal history.
He did.
Pulls up your criminal
Absolutely.
history at the VA.
Absolutely.
Says you got a warrant.
No, he never said it. He knew it was there. He never said it to me. He had the paper sitting there on top of the table outside, and I was just going like, wow, what's all on there? I go, wow, violation of probation. And I go, there's a warrant up for me. Then I think it was like about an hour after he started talking to Terry, because I had to go do something. I don't remember what I did. He started talking. No, I think he finished with me, and then he started talking to Terry, and he stopped talking to Terry, and that's when I pulled Dave aside and I said, you know, I looked at the criminal background while I was sitting on the table, and I saw the VOPs. I go, you know, I got a warrant. He goes, yeah. He goes, I was wondering what you were going to do about that.
And that's at the VA hospital.
No, that was over at the house I'm living on in Rockford. It's a place for vets to go and save money to get back on their feet. That's what that is.
Is this a probation officer?
No, it's a guy with the Veterans Administration.
How can he run criminal histories? I can't even do that.
He ran a background check on me. That's what he did. You can call me and ask him. He's got it sitting in my file. And I saw it. And then I told him, he goes, we don't sit there and turn the other cheek. And I said, I need to better myself. I said, I'm going to turn myself in, and I did.
You know what? I don't believe it.
Well,
Okay.
Dave. Call him.
Well, Jeff, I'm going to tell you something. This is my opinion on that thing. My opinion is you're a bullshitter. My opinion is you've lived a lie for a long time. You've lied, you've conned the drugs, you know, for the last so many years, I don't know how long. That's what you've been doing. You've been lying and conning your way through life.
No.
Sure you have. You've lied to get your drugs. You've lied to this doctor. You've lied to this guy. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie to benefit Jeff.
Everything that I've gotten from the doctors, I've documented with my past medical history.
Right.
I'm in a lot of pain. I had the rib snapped off of my spinal cord. I'm in a lot of pain.
Are you paying now?
Absolutely.
But you're doing it now. Why didn't you do it a year ago, 12 years ago, 13 years ago? Why after Dick's death? Because that's your wake-up call, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's God calling you saying, wake up. You have just hit the bottom.
If I said,
And buddy, it's time to spring up or just lay there and drown.
no.
Okay? You hit the bottom of the pool. You're rebounding, and that's why you're in jail getting straight or whatever, because you don't have any Oxycontin. Man, don't dance with me about
I could have got Oxycontin any day.
Sure, you could. You could leave here today and get it.
That's right. I'm not going to because I'm done with them. I've had enough Oxycontin. I want to get back with my children. That's why I quit.
Why did you do that 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
Because I thought that my wife was going to let me go on with my thing and I'd just be a functioning, user.
So you think you go home one day and say, hey, honey, guess what? I've been off Oxy for 90 days. I'm home. I'm back. After 15 years, I'm back.
She told me, she said, I need to see a year before you can get back into this family. So that's why I quit. I wanted to get that year sobriety, and I thought the VA was the best thing, because they're doing random drug testing on me. They didn't do it yet, but they were going to start, and they were going to go ahead, because there's zero tolerance at that house. That's why I quit. I wanted to better myself.
Zero tolerance, but if you have a script,
I haven't had any prescriptions over at that place. I stopped. I haven't even gone to any doctors since I've been over there.
I think you're trying to clean up too, to fix it.
To fix
it's already
broke.
It's already broke, okay? What's broke is Dick's death. The death of Dick can't be fixed. You can fix your life, you can go and you can fix your addiction, but you can't fix Dick. You've been able to bullshit your way out of everything in life. You're good at it. You've been able to con your wife for such a long time.
My wife knew what I was doing.
You're able to con an old man Dick into getting money from him by running you in there and paying for your dough. You're able to con everybody. You know what, Don? Don describes you in one word. 3 letters. Con. That's Don's description of you. And Allie hit around the head. That's what you've done. You made a life out of it.
Right.
But you know what? It's finally caught up with you.
It's time to tell the truth now.
It's here.
I've told the truth.
It's here. It's right there, man. It's right there.
Continue to lie to us. You're lying to me. You're lying to him. And we know different.
Well,
okay?
I don't know what you know, but the
Well,
bottom
you know
line
what I know. I've told you what I know. I've told you what I know. The evidence speaks for itself. I can't change that. The only thing I can do is go down and say, judge, jury, he's sorry for what happened. This is why it happened. Something happened, da-da-da. That's the only option I have. I either go in and say, hey, did he plan it cold-blooded?
It would be nice. It'd be nice for documentation.
Or he went in, he has remorse. He feels bad for what he done. Let's have some mercy on him. Let's have some sympathy. He's trying to get his life together. He's a good man. He's got children. He wants to try and get his life to square away. That's what I want to present, but I can't present that until you tell me the truth. And right now, all you're doing is just bullshitting and con bullshitting. I know firsthand how that shit works, and it don't work. From your perspective, it may, but from the people looking at you, they know what you do. They know what you are. You're con. You're lying, and you're con, and you're lying. Just getting by, man. That's the way it is. If you want to present that and keep that, that's up to you, but you'll have to live that life.
I told you the story of everything, and that's the bottom line. Think about it. That's the bottom line.
Sure, it's the bottom line.
That's your bottom. That's your last big lie.
We don't buy it, Jeff.
The evidence speaks for itself. I don't have to sell that evidence. That speaks for itself. When I go in front of a judge and jury, that evidence is going to speak for itself. I don't have to try to manipulate it or try and blow it up. It speaks for itself. The only thing I got to find out is why it happened. And I only have one choice at this point because you narrowed that choice down. And that choice is that you plan to go over there to murder him, and you did that.
That isn't what anything happened of the sort.
Well, they need to tell us.
Let's document something else.
Quit your lying.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you are. You're sitting here bullshitting me. You're lying to me. You're trying to piss on my leg. Tell me it's raining, and that ain't the way it is. Quit the lying. Quit the bullshitting. Be a man. Stand up for once in your life and tell the truth about what happened. For once in your life, tell the truth.
I've told you.
No, you haven't. You sit here bullshitting. If you continue to just lie, lie, continue. Tell the truth for once. Be a man. Show your family, show your kids that you're a man.
Oh, show my kids that I'm a killer when I'm not.
Show your kids that you know what's right. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. But you got to be man enough to stand up and say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I have problems. Drugs made me do it. Dick brought it on his own self. Dick's an asshole. Whatever. But if you didn't go out there and cold-blooded kill, you need to tell the truth and quit living this damn lie and keep pissing on my leg. Because I ain't buying it. I ain't stupid. I've done this a long time. I ain't buying it. A judge and jury's not going to buy it.
Well,
tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. Continue that lie. Continue that lie. I want you to. Continue that lie. I want you to continue that lie.
I've told you the truth.
Because it's going to come back to haunt you. That lie will come back to haunt you.
I've told you the truth.
No, you haven't.
Obviously I have.
No, you just continue to bullshit and lie. Continue that lie. We'll see how far it carries your life. The time has come to be a man and quit bullshitting people. The bullshitting is over. Be a man for once in your life.
I am being a man.
No, you're not. You're being a punk. You're sitting here.
I'm being a punk
Yeah,
now?
you are. You're lying. You're conning and lying.
You guys are sitting there trying to shove me into
I'm
something
trying to get you to tell the truth for once in your life.
You're a great example for
Be the truth for once in your life.
I didn't do it.
You're a great example.
I didn't do it.
You know, you say you can't do it because of your kids. I understand. I got kids.
Why are you putting my kids in this?
Because that's your hang-up. You don't want to have it out there for your kids to see. Your kids are going to have to deal with it anyway.
I didn't do it.
Today, your kids will deal with this one way or the other. Your kids are going to deal with it. You can't protect them from dealing with it. But why not, when I go there to talk to your old lady later, Connie, is that her name?
Yeah.
When I go to talk to Connie, say, Connie, he's been arrested for this. And he's explained why.
So what, you're arresting me for this?
When I talk to Connie, and when she tells her kids, what do you want her to tell those kids? Well, Daddy did the right thing.
I didn't do it.
Or Daddy still, or what does she tell your kids? Daddy's still the same old Connie used to be. Daddy's still talking that same trash he has all his life. Why not just do the right thing, get it out, go with your best shot, get it off your chest, do it for your kids, and let your kids, they don't want to understand initially, but someday they'll be able to say, my old man did the right thing. And you know what? That lives in me. I got it here. Or does your son grow up to be the same little con guy that you've been all your life?
Don't bring my kids into this. That's ridiculous.
Well,
I didn't even do it, Gary.
Do you want your kids to end up like you? Do you want your son to be in this similar situation? Because that's what happens in life. Sons tend to look at their dad, and their dad is their hero. For the most part. Sometimes that's not true. But boys look at that they're their dads. And that's what they want to be like. They want to show their dad that they're a man, that they've done it. What's it going to be with you?
I didn't do it.
Your kid following the chain? Buddy, the chain that you started, the chain of being a con guy who can't admit to the truth, who can't explain what happened. We've given you so many outs here, and you're just not.
I'm not confessing, Gary, to something that I didn't do. There's no way.
It's not an issue of something that you did not do. Stop conning me. I'm not buying your con. I know better. We're here.
You know
We're here. We're here. I'm not some guy off the street that you're trying to sell. Okay? You're not selling me a car. Don't sell me because I'm not buying.
Well, I didn't do it.
Okay? Yeah, you did it.
I did not.
You did it. You did it, and you can't admit it because you know what? You just said it a minute ago. I think under all this, Jeff, all this life, addiction and everything else, scraping to get by, in your heart, the reason you can't do it is because of your kids. I don't think you give a shit about your wife one way or the other. I think there's something there, but I think the kids is what's your hang up. But buddy, your kids are going to deal with this for the rest of their lives, but how are they going to deal with it?
I haven't done it. And I'm not admitting to something that I didn't do, Gary. There's no way. No way.
I know you're not, but you know what? You did this.
What did I do? What did I do?
Let me tell you what I think happened again. And I'm saying this because I've seen the crime scene, and I've talked to people, and I've talked to you, and I've stood right there and looked at Dick for hours, okay, trying to figure out what happened. You went over there, whatever day, whatever time, with yourself, without anyone else, by yourself or whatever, but you went in there, and Dick ended up dead. You left. I think that what I think happened, you popped him, did something, maybe he got up, maybe the easy thing for you to say is that he broke bad on you, but you're not even smart enough to...
Why would I say that when it didn't happen? Nothing happened with me and Dick.
I'm telling you what happened. What I think happened.
My God,
I think
Gary.
you got in there and you left him and he died later. That didn't happen.
No.
Absolutely didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Then you were a cold-blooded killer.
I'm not a cold-blooded killer.
I'm wasting my time. And I'm wasting my time talking to you, trying to talk some sensibility into you about your kids.
You're trying to talk me into confessing something I didn't do.
Because you don't give a damn about anything. If that's not the truth, you are one cold fish. You are one cold fish who just killed an old helpless man. What am I supposed to believe? There's two scenarios. There's not three. There's two as I see it. If there's a third one, tell me, buddy, enlighten me. Which one's your kids going to believe? What about when they turn 20, when they turn 30, and they have their kids? And they ask, well, how come I never see Grandpa? Maybe they will see Grandpa. Who knows what will happen in this case? Dick wasn't that likable of a guy. But you got to tell us what happened.
I'm telling you the truth, Gary. And that's the truth, and that's the bottom line.
You got to finish the picture. The picture's painted on the wall, buddy. You got to finish it.
That's the bottom line.
That's not. That's your bottom line. That's not the truth.
That's the bottom line.
It's not the truth. Bottom line. Man, come on. Bottom line. It's not the truth.
It is the truth.
No, it's easy for you to make it the truth in your own little mind, but remember, you're talking to guys that don't believe you. You're talking about guys that aren't buying that con man game that you've given. You're a good talker. You're a good talker. You can talk your way out of all this stuff, but usually out of problems. You've made a life out of it. Just say what happened.
I'm telling you the truth about that weekend. That's what happened. That's it. That's the whole weekend right there. The whole weekend. That's it. The whole weekend. And I don't know why Don would sit there and say I threw a bag out. I don't know why Chris would say I was there. I don't even know why that woman's putting me there.
You don't know how the hell the DNA evidence got there.
No.
It's there.
Well,
it's there.
I didn't see anything that said anything about my DNA.
It's there. You're there.
I'm not there.
You're there. You're there, buddy, and you're...
Well, if it's so cut and dry, why are you sitting there trying to make me convince somebody to do?
Because I'm trying to get you to tell us what happened. Because I want to know the whole story. I don't want to go in there with just a probable, what the facts say. There's always the facts and there's the story. I want to know the story.
Well,
now, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. And if you talk about you being so smart, you're not that smart because you could explain what happened. You could make it not something being real bad to something that might be believable to somebody. Maybe I would believe you. You know what? If you come here and say, Dick was a son of a bitch. Dick was a nasty old man. Dick belittled me. Dick did this and Dick did that. And yeah, I got carried away and I did something that I'm not proud of. I can believe that. I'd have believed that and say, you know what? He's probably telling me the truth. I believe that. And when we write it up and send it on down the line, they could have something that they could understand. But you're telling me something that didn't happen that we know that we can prove happened. You're up against a wall, buddy. You've hit the wall.
I'm not nowhere to go because I didn't do it.
You are against the wall.
You think I am?
You have hit the wall.
You think I am?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's your opinion. I know what happened and I wasn't there. I know exactly what happened, and I wasn't there.
You know exactly what happened.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Man, you're being so contradictory to yourself.
Think about it. If I wasn't there, and Bruce tells me what happens, what he heard, that's all I know.
I think Bruce told you the truth.
I don't know if it was the truth or not. I don't know.
You know the truth. You know what happened. You know what he was doing when you left. He may have been alive when you left. He may have been walking, talking, or whatever when you left. He may have been speaking to you. I don't know what happened. Only you can say. But I know what the evidence points to. To cold-blooded murder.
No, I'm not a cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah, you are. What's your family going to think? What's your family going to believe?
I'm not a cold-blooded murderer.
You're a cold-blooded murderer.
Nope. I don't even know why you're even sitting here running this through me. Doesn't make sense to me at all. It really doesn't. I'm sitting here going like, everything going through my head like, wow, what are they thinking? Why do they think it's me? What is Chris saying this shit for? Why is Don saying I'm throwing a bag somewhere? That's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. That's what I'm thinking. It's exactly what I'm thinking.
No, you know what you're thinking? That's what you're thinking. There was that con job that smoked your blood again. You know what you're thinking? What are my kids gonna think? What's my wife gonna think? What's my son and my daughter gonna think? That's what you're thinking. That's what this is all about. You can't take it back. No matter what we do, what we say, it isn't changing the fact that Dick's dead.
Well, obviously Dick's dead because you told me he's dead, and so it's other people.
Yeah, but nothing we do can make it right. All we can do is understand the truth. For nobody, not for me, not for anyone, for your kids.
Well,
what's your kids going to grow up? How are they going to look at you from this day on?
they're going to look at me as a good father because that's what I am. Ask anybody. I'm a damn good father.
Okay, dude. You probably are.
I am a good father. I was with them every day. I raised my children. I've never even spanked my children. I'm such a mean guy to go kill somebody.
Oh,
You would think I'd spank?
No, it doesn't.
You would think that I'd have hooked on my kids and done this and gotten in fights all the time.
That's all horse crap. You know what? The majority of the people that we interview are people you would never even expect to be in your same situation. Killers all don't look one way, aren't all tattooed up with butch haircuts, with scars and horrible lives. Killers are everybody. Everybody has it in them. There's that element within you.
Well, it's not in me.
Yeah, it may not be anymore, but it has been.
No.
You just don't have the opportunity now. But that particular day, you had the opportunity, you had the craving, your life was in the pit so bad.
Yeah, that's going to make me go kill somebody and ruin my life forever. It don't make sense.
Absolutely.
Gary, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. That makes all the sense.
And why would a guy, think about it, why would a guy go kill somebody with somebody he hardly even knows? Why would I do that? Gary, answer me that. Why would I do that?
You know what? Sometimes you just make me think you're the dumbest guy on earth.
I'm not. I'm a very nice guy.
Why Dick Crandall? Because he's an easy target. You think about it. He's an old man.
He's
an old man that you killed.
To go kill a guy in a trailer park?
Yeah. An old man that has nothing and nobody, but he's got a lot of pills and he's got a lot of pot and he's got a lot of cash in his pocket.
And then you tell me that I go over there and talk to some woman and sit there and kill him while a woman is standing there?
You didn't kill him while the woman was there. The woman saw you there. I never said you killed him while the woman was there.
Well, that's what I was thinking you were saying.
That didn't happen. You know better than that. There was no one around when this happened, unless you had somebody there to take you away. But there's no obvious witness standing there when this happened. Come on, man. We know we know that part of it. It happened, and you easily got away, walked away. He's found later.
I didn't do it. I never killed Dick. And that's all I got to say about it, Gary. I didn't do it.
Did you hit him?
No.
Did you stop for him?
No. I haven't even touched. I've never touched Dick.
Did you strangle him? Did you shoot him? Did you knife him?
I've never done anything.
Did you hit him with a shovel? What did you do to him?
Nothing, Gary. It's ridiculous.
This is real.
This is ridiculous, Gary.
Real.
You're trying to put me in something that I didn't do. This is ridiculous.
You think I go down there and say, okay, let's pick on Jeff again? You think this is what this is?
You're doing your job. You're trying to break somebody down, and I didn't do it.
I'm not trying to break somebody down. I'm trying to get the truth from you.
It is the truth
for your kids. So something your kids will be able to live with some little bit of honor. Because there's nothing right now that they should be proud of. In fact, they'll probably be disgusted someday the way you've maintained yourself today. You're disgusting.
Yeah, I'm disgusting.
You're disgusting to them. Why not do something? Something, you know what, you don't have much control of their lives anymore, but you got something because right now you're pathetic and you're disgusting and you're fixing to leave that forever with your kids. Why not do something
I'm not
like a man, like a parent, like the...
All right, I've had enough, Gary. You're sitting there trying to drill me into something that I didn't do. I don't want to talk anymore. You're sitting there trying to shove me into something that I didn't do. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done, Gary. This is ridiculous, man.
You know what? I'm done too.
This is ridiculous.
I'm done.
Sit there and tell me my kids. I'm a damn good father and I didn't kill Dick. This is ridiculous, man. Totally ridiculous. I've had enough, man. They're trying to tell me that I killed somebody. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. I've had enough. Jeez. This is bullshit, man. Total bullshit. Total bullshit. This is ridiculous, man.
Put that down, stand up.
Back up there. I just wish we could have left on better terms.
I think we could have left with the truth.
You got the truth from me, guys. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. This is ridiculous. You ready?
Yeah.
Put that down.
Yeah. So this trash up real quick.
Well, after awaiting trial for 4 years in the county jail, Jeff went to trial and he was found guilty of all charges and he was sentenced to life in prison. He seems to be an innocent man. Now that's a real horror story. Spending the rest of your life in a cage for a crime you did not commit. And many people are doing it right now. That's what real nightmares are made of here at Crime Circus. Apparently there's some other prime suspects in this case, and Jeff got a raw deal. If you don't agree with me, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if he's a cold-blooded killer. If you do think he's innocent, also leave me a comment. I want to hear from you either way. I appreciate you watching this Halloween horror story with me. Make sure you check out the Crime Circus Cult for another Halloween special. That's another real horror story. And until next time, remember to stay safe out there because you know it's a dangerous world.